Africa's 2026 digital outlook will be heavily shaped by applications of small AI and further adoption of digitization, especially in an environment where aid cuts impacted delivery of essential interventions. Nwakip Kemboy reports.
Artificial intelligence dominated 2025 and 2026 will be no different. Even though when one talks about AI, what comes to mind is large language models with vast amounts of data, in 2026, small AI, which runs on everyday smartphones and powered by smaller datasets to address immediate and local challenges, is set to shape AI in Africa.
The power of small AI. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about the massive amounts of data centers that allow you to, move data quickly across the world at no problems with energy, no problem with skills, no problems with fraud risks.
Application of small AI in the agricultural sector is said to be a game changer.
I'm talking about Rosalind, the farmer I met in Kenya a few weeks ago, who took us to her garden, her field. And, I had heard about this, and she was showing us around, and she said, look at this one. It doesn't look well. And she said, but I called the village next that I have to call, and they come and diagnose, but they haven't picked up the phone. And there was a guy there in the group who said, you don't have to call, it's on your phone, give me your iPhone. So she gave him her iPhone. He downloaded this app. He helped her take a picture, and within a few seconds, it came up with the plant, and it came up diagnosed as black rot. And Rosalind says, I know black rot. I know actually what causes it, and I know what I need to do now about it. So she said, I'm never calling the village again. Now I know what I need to do. And the power of that is huge.
The highly risky mining sector is also said to benefit from the utilization of small AI.
And I was talking to people who work in the mining sector, and they said what has changed our world completely is that we're able to actually use digital and geospatial data to be able to see where might the next finds be. And they're also able to see illegal mining from using technology choices, or technology options. So I think we're going to be talking about this, and what I'd love to see us talk about it is in such a practical way that puts the solutions in the hands of the people that we're working with. And I do think small AI is a revolution that's happening throughout the developing world, particularly in Africa.
2026 is projected to record massive digitization, especially in a manner in which development is delivered in Africa, which has been hit by massive aid cuts.
When we saw a problem, we increased aid budgets. And there was a lot less focus on the way the aid was spent. And I think what's happened now is as budgets are shrinking, there's one maybe silver lining, which is organizations have to figure out how do we get a lot more bang for our buck? And the answer is often going to be digitization. They need to better track the results of what they're doing. Right, there's still a lot of paper and pen kind of clipboard activity. You think about the global health space, for example, and tracking which child gets an immunization or receives a ready-to-use therapeutic food. A lot of that is still paper-based. So moving to digital systems, being able to track that from anywhere in the world, see what's working, fund more of that, less of the things that are not working.
Adoption of small AI is set to record an immediate impact in Africa in a cost-effective manner, with systemic digitization bringing in efficiency in development across the continent. Nwakip Kemboy, KTN.
Africa's push to trade more with itself is gaining momentum.